If you're over 50 and your shoes look like bricks on your feet, you're aging yourself more than your gray hair ever will. Most men don't realize this, but clunky derby shoes can make you look heavier, shorter, and older in every outfit. The wrong pair turns a good look into a tired one. The right pair makes you look sharper, leaner, and more powerful without sacrificing comfort. And that's exactly what we're fixing today. Stay with me, because in this video you'll discover how to move away from bulky, outdated derbies into sleeker styles that still feel easy on your feet. You'll learn which derby shapes instantly modernize your look, what to avoid if you don't want old man office shoe vibes, and how to pair derbies with your everyday clothes. By the end, you'll know exactly what to buy and what to retire, so your shoes finally match the confident man you are now. No fashion drama, no trends, just clear, mature style that works in real life. Evolving past the brick on your foot derby. Let's start with the hard truth. Most derbies men over 50 own are too chunky, too square, and too stiff. They were comfortable, they were practical, and they felt safe. But visually, they add bulk, drag your eye downward, and make your legs look shorter and heavier. That's why you can put on a nice shirt, good jeans, and still feel like something is off. It's usually the derbies. The derby itself is not the problem. In fact, a well-chosen derby is one of the best shoes a man over 50 can own. The open lacing makes it easier to get on and off, and more forgiving over higher insteps or wider feet. The problem is the outdated, clunky versions that look like they belong under a cheap suit from 1998. Your goal is to evolve, not abandon the derby. Think of your shoes the way you think of your haircut. You don't need something wild, you just need something clean, controlled, and current. A sleeker derby does exactly that for your entire outfit. It trims visual weight, sharpens your lines, and quietly signals that you're paying attention. Not trying too hard, just not asleep at the wheel. So in this video, every tip will revolve around one idea, keeping the comfort and practicality of derbies, while stripping away the heaviness that makes you look older. We're going to refine the shape, the sole, the details, and the way you wear them. By the end, you'll see that you don't need sneakers every day to feel comfortable. You just need smarter derbies on your feet. The power of a slimmer derby silhouette. The first change you need is silhouette. Most aging derbies have a wide, square toe and a swollen upper that looks like safety footwear. They're soft and forgiving, but they also make your feet look like blocks. That blocky shape adds visual weight and kills the clean line of your leg. It's subtle, but it's the difference between looking powerful and looking clumsy. A sleeker derby doesn't mean pointy or tight. It means gently rounded, slightly elongated, and more refined through the toe. When you look down, your shoe should follow the natural shape of your foot, not flare out like a brick. This slimmer profile instantly makes your trousers fall better and your legs look longer. You'll feel the same comfort, but you'll look more athletic and more deliberate. When you're trying on derbies, pay close attention to the side view. If the toe looks thick and puffy, put it back. If the front of the shoe rises too high off the ground, it starts to look like a boat. You want a shoe that sits closer to the floor with a smooth, calm curve from laces to toe. That quiet curve is what reads as modern and refined. Match this sleeker derby with simple, straight or slightly tapered pants. Dark jeans, charcoal wool trousers, or well-cut chinos all work. But the hero is always the derby shape. Even with an average pair of jeans, a slim, rounded derby will lift the entire outfit and make you look like you know exactly what you're doing. Soles that support you without weighing you down. The next aging trap is the sole. Thick, heavy rubber soles with deep treads might feel safe, but visually they scream orthopedic and outdated. They make your feet look huge and drag the whole outfit down. If your derby sole looks like it belongs on a hiking boot, that's a problem. It's comfort at the cost of presence. You don't need to switch to thin leather soles that feel like cardboard. What you want is a slimmer, more discreet sole with just enough cushioning. A low-profile rubber or leather sole with a rubber insert gives you grip and comfort without the bulk. When you look at the shoe from the side, the sole should not be the first thing you notice. It should blend into the overall shape. Pay attention to contrast. If you're wearing a dark derby, a big light-colored sole cuts the shoe in half and looks casual in a sloppy way. For a sharp, mature look, keep the sole close in color to the upper, or just a shade lighter. This creates one clean line from your pant leg, through the derby, to the ground. That line is what makes you look taller and more put together. If you like a slightly chunkier sole for bad weather, choose a refined version. A thin commando sole with tight, shallow lugs can still look sharp on a derby, especially in darker colors. Wear that with dark jeans and a simple sweater, and you get a strong, grounded look without the old man walking shoe effect. Again, the derby is doing the work, the sole is just quietly supporting it. Details that quietly age you, and what to choose instead. Now let's talk about details, because small things on a derby can age you fast. Bulky padded tongues, oversized stitching, shiny cheap leather, and big metal eyelets all push the shoe into clumsy territory. These details were designed to feel robust, but visually they look loud and dated. If your derby has too many features, it stops looking refined and starts looking like equipment. A modern, mature derby is all about restraint. Look for clean stitching, minimal seams, and a calm surface. The leather should have a soft shine, not a plastic gloss. Eyelets should be small and discreet, or even hidden. The laces should be thin and flat or slightly round, not thick ropes. These choices make the shoe feel more like a tailored piece and less like a gadget. Color matters too. Harsh, bright mid-browns with orange tones can look cheap and loud. Instead, go for deeper shades, dark brown, chocolate, espresso, or a rich, slightly muted tan. Black derbies can be very sharp, as long as the shape is sleek and the leather isn't mirror shiny like patent. You want depth, not glare. When you pair these cleaner derbies with your outfits, let the shoe support, not shout. A dark brown derby with navy chinos and a simple white shirt looks confident and relaxed. A black derby with charcoal trousers and a knit polo looks powerful without being stiff. In every case, the refined derby details are what keep you looking current, not costume-like. Comfort without the grandpa vibe. One of the big reasons men cling to clunky derbies is comfort. Feet change after 50. You might have higher arches, wider forefeet, or more sensitivity. So you reach for the roomiest, softest shoe, and end up in something that looks like it came from the pharmacy. The good news is, you don't have to choose between comfort and style. Start with fit. A well-made derby naturally offers more adjustment over the top of your foot because of the open lacing. That means you can get a sleeker shape without crushing your instep. Look for brands that offer half sizes and different widths. A slightly wider, well-shaped derby will always look better than a narrow shoe that's too tight. Your foot fills it naturally, and the lines stay clean. Inside the shoe, focus on support, not fluff. You don't need a giant pillow under your foot. You need a firm, supportive insole with just enough cushioning. Many modern derbies have removable insoles, so you can use your own orthotics if you need them. This lets you keep a refined exterior while customizing the comfort inside. No one sees the insole, but everyone sees the shape. Once you find a comfortable, sleek derby, build outfits around it. Wear it with dark jeans and a polo on the weekend, or with wool trousers and a button-up for dinners. The more you use this refined derby as your default, the less you'll feel the urge to go back to those big, clumsy shoes. Your feet are happy, and your reflection finally matches how you want to show up. Derbies with jeans, chinos, and trousers after 50. Let's bring this into your daily life. A sleek derby is one of the few shoes that can move from casual to smart with almost no effort. The key is how you pair it with jeans, chinos, and dress trousers. If you've been wearing the same big derbies with everything, this is where you'll see the biggest change. The shoe stays the same, but your whole look sharpens up. With jeans, go for a darker wash and a straight or slightly tapered leg. Avoid big boot cuts that cover half the shoe. Let the derby show. A dark brown or black sleek derby under dark denim makes you look strong and put together, even with a simple polo or sweater. The clean shape of the derby keeps the outfit from looking sloppy. With chinos, choose a modern fit that doesn't balloon around your thighs or pull at your ankles. Tan or navy chinos with a chocolate derby is a powerful everyday combination. Add a casual button-up or a knit polo, and you're done. The derby gives the outfit weight and maturity without making you look stiff. It says you're a grown man who still cares. With wool trousers, a sleek derby can replace the old heavy dress shoe you've been dragging around for years. Charcoal or navy trousers with a black or dark brown derby look sharp for dinners, events, and meetings. Because the derby is more relaxed than an Oxford, you avoid looking overdressed or like you're going to a wedding. You look intentional, not formal, and that's exactly the balance you want after 50. Smart upgrades, from clunky to confident. If you're wondering what to actually do with the shoes in your closet, think in terms of upgrades. You don't need to throw everything out. Start by identifying your worst offenders, the derbies with thick, heavy soles, square toes, and shiny synthetic leather. Those are the pairs that are aging you most. They're the ones you should replace first. When you shop for new derbies, choose one or two versatile pairs. For most men over 50, a dark brown sleek derby is the most useful first choice. If you wear a lot of gray, navy, and black, a black derby is a strong second. Focus on shape, sole, and subtle details. If you get those right, you'll wear these shoes constantly. They'll become your new default. As you bring in better derbies, start building outfits around them purposefully. Pick a day where you would normally wear sneakers or clunky shoes. Swap in the sleek derby instead. Notice how much more confident and visible you feel, even in simple clothes. That feeling is what you're buying, not just the leather. Over time, you'll naturally reach less for the old pairs. You'll see them for what they are, training wheels you no longer need. Your upgraded derbies will carry you through dinners, travel, work, and weekends with the same comfort but a much stronger presence. You're not trying to look young. You're simply refusing to look tired. Owning your style after 50. By now, you can see that derbies are not the enemy. Clunky, outdated derbies are. When you refine the shape, slim the sole, clean up the details, and protect your comfort, the derby becomes one of the sharpest tools in your wardrobe. It supports the man you are today, not the man you were 25 years ago. That's the real goal. Your shoes send a message before you say a word. Big, heavy derbies say, "I gave up a while ago." Sleek, well-chosen derbies say, "I'm still here, and I still care." You don't need to shout with trendy sneakers or loud designs. You just need to quietly upgrade what's already on your feet. So take a hard look at your current derbies. Decide which ones are